We'd like to ask the audience to please be seated so that the moment can be captured by all of the cameras and everyone. Please have a seat.
This is Juan, and I'm our clerk. So you hold that in the middle. Oh, you'll tell me what to do.
All right, please raise your right hand and place your left hand on the Bible. And please repeat after me. I, Eileen Higgins,
I, Eileen Higgins,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
protect, and defend
protect, and defend
the Constitution
the Constitution
and laws of the United States of America
and laws of the United States of America
and of the state of Florida
and of the state of Florida
and the charter of the city of Miami,
and the charter of the city of Miami,
and in all respects
and in all respects
faithfully discharge
faithfully discharge
the duties of
the duties of
Mayor of the City of Miami,
Mayor of the City of Miami,
Miami-Dade County, Florida.
Miami-Dade County, Florida.
To my colleagues
To my colleagues
and to all those I represent and serve,
and to all those I represent and serve,
I pledge fairness,
I pledge fairness,
integrity,
integrity,
and civility
and civility
in all actions taken
in all actions taken
and all communications
and all communications
made by me as a public servant.
made by me as a public servant.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the mayor of the city of Miami, Eileen Higgins.
Let's do this.
Please be seated.
Madam Mayor.
Oh, do I need to sign this? We have some official paperwork.
And inside here. Fantastic. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Well, hello, everybody. Well, when you're campaigning, you meet a lot of people. That's how I met Andrew. And I asked him what he thought a mayor does. And he paused for a minute, and then he said, help people live a good life. Andrew's only 8 years old, and he defined this job better than any oath of office ever could. I am honored to serve as Miami's new mayor. I'm also humbled to be the first woman to lead here. Now, no one gets this job on their own, so I wish I could name every volunteer, supporter, friend who helped me on the way, but that would take all day. But I do need to personally thank a few people. So Christian, Greg, Claire, Christopher, Alexa, Yuli, Justin, Mateo, Nate, Martin, Elena, Michael, and so many more. You built a campaign powered by hundreds of residents who showed up, knocked on doors, and believed in what we could build together. A huge shout out to the Youth Fellows, mentored by Luisa Santos and Justin Clark. So these students, they showed up with an energy that kept me going on the hardest days. And they had a mantra, new day, new way. And watching them live it reminded me exactly why we're fighting for Miami's future. to the organizations that believed in me, the SAIU family, Unite Here, LIUNA, our police and fire unions, AFL-CIO, AFSCME. Thank you to all the working people who keep our city ticking every single day. Thank you to Ruth's List, SAVE, Equality Florida, Emily's List, Every Town, Giffords. You are leading the fight for dignity and safety in America. And to my work family, Maggie, Eddie, Anna, John, Melissa, Louis, Danny, Claudia, Yaimar. Yep. You have proven year after year that public service changes people's lives. And no campaign happens without a circle of friends and family who keep you going, make you laugh, and don't get too annoyed when you're really slow at returning phone calls. So you are all a blessing to me. But I especially want to thank my parents. So they did something. They raised me with values, right? Get up every day, work hard, and do what's right. So Mom and Dad, thank you so much. I love you. And then lastly, I want to thank Mayor Francis Suarez. Mayor Suarez elevated Miami's profile worldwide, but he also elevated future generations right here at home when he launched a savings account for every kindergartner. So, thank you. Thank you, Mayor Suarez, for investing in the future of Miami. So when I was in my 40s, I can't remember that, but when I was in my 40s, I sat down to write my own obituary. I was working at a large company. It was a leadership exercise. Write your own obituary, look at what you've written, see how you feel about it. So my obituary, it pretty much read like my resume. Mechanical engineer, MBA, solving problems for the private sector, pretty successful. But when I read it, what was missing was too obvious to ignore. Service. Within a year, I'd left that life behind and traded it for one of public service. First in the Peace Corps in Belize, then as a diplomat, then as your county commissioner, and now as your mayor. But that is why I am here, to serve, show up every day, and to make your lives better. So the book of Matthew tells us, love your neighbor as yourself. Now, while a government cannot love, right, it can act lovingly. And we will act lovingly by listening to what the people of this city asked for. You chose competence over corruption, direction over distraction, public service over political gridlock. So my job now is to deliver on your choices, to match a vision with determination, a city defined not by what we say, but by what we do. You chose a Miami, asequible para todos, where everyone can afford to live, where renters aren't priced out and homeowners are protected. We will deliver vivienda asequible, housing that people can actually afford, and prove that it is possible to build the homes you need by issuing permits in record time. You chose a Miami donde las pequeñas empresas crecerán, where a good idea and hard work are enough to start a business and succeed, where economic opportunity doesn't stop at the borders of downtown and Brickell, it grows in every neighborhood. And we will deliver reformas burocráticas y acceso a capital, reforms that cut red tape and create pathways to capital that help small businesses stay open, prosperity and jobs that reach Liberty City, Little Havana, Overtown, Little Haiti, and beyond. You chose a Miami que pueda resistir cualquier tormenta, that can withstand any storm, floods, heat, whatever comes our way, where preparedness means action, not plans gathering dust while your streets flood. And we will deliver un Miami resiliente. Resiliency with shovels in the ground, so Miami is built to last 1,000 years. Our city's infrastructure must move as fast as our weather. There we go. You chose a Miami donde la gente se sienta segura, where people feel safe, where in an emergency our brave first responders come running, and we will deliver una ciudad que te proteja, a city that protects you, your family, and your future, a city that's there when you need it most. So these goals sound ambitious, and they are. Delivering them depends on one small, easily overlooked part of governing. You know, our national conversation may be obsessed with ideology and outrage, but the problem I heard time and again on the campaign trail had nothing to do with party and nothing to do with politics. It was practical. Right. In fact, I can describe it in one word: permits. Homeowners waiting over a year to repair a roof. Small businesses losing thousands because they can't get their doors open. People priced out of their neighborhoods because the affordable housing we need takes years to get under construction. What the residents were telling me was broken systems were standing between them and what they needed. What they were asking me was transform how the city works and start treating them like customers. In other words, create a city government that makes lives better. And we will do that, do just that, because thousands of public servants are ready to deliver on this city's promise. People who could work anywhere, but choose to serve here. The firefighters who saved dozens from last year's fire, the officers who secured our synagogues for Hanukkah, the teams who planted gardens in Little Haiti, upgraded Auburndale's drainage, revitalized Shenandoah Park, the workers who picked up your trash this morning. I want every city employee to know that when you need tools to serve our residents better, you will have a mayor who has your back. When you have an idea to make this city smarter, I'll take it up. And when you see ways to save residents money, I will implement them. Because you deserve leaders who work as hard as you do, who know that no matter what the title we hold, we are all public servants and we are all in this together. So I want to close with a message for the people who did not vote for me. It's pretty simple. I am here to serve everyone. Estoy aquí para servir a todos. Every person who calls City Hall will find a voice at the end of the line ready to help. If you live here, you matter. Si vives en nuestra querida ciudad, tú importas. Because everyone deserves a city that works for them. Not because of where they come from or what language they speak, not because of who they love or where they live, not because of how they vote or where they worship. Because we are each other's neighbors and friends. The diversity of our community is our strength, and our opportunity is boundless when we come together, when we share this city with one another, when we respect and care for one another, and when we give every person's dreams room to soar. So, hopefully a long time from now, but when my obituary is finally written, I hope it lives up to the expectations young Andrew set for me. That we had a city that worked for its people, where more families lived good lives. A Miami made better because I served with purpose, because I served with you. May God bless the city of Miami.